doing a little beachcombing. Let's go take a look. I need more cedar bark. Put it in my pocket. And when I take mine, I shave it super fine. It helps so that I don't have to break it down when I need it really fast to make a fire. So we had a lot of rain, and prior to the rain, the water had been really high. And all of a sudden, it's like someone pulled the plug on the bay, and the water levels just dropped, and we have a beach again. We haven't had a beach all summer. So I like rocks, and I took this Glock 78 field knife that was sent to me as part of the Glock Around the World gauntlet to do a review. And some of these rocks I had never seen, and I noticed them when I was on top of the breakwater that they were just poking out of the sand. And I had to do a review on this knife, so I thought as part of the review I'd go down and dig these out of the sand with the Glock and then bring it up here and do the review to see how it held up after digging rocks out of the sand with it. So the first part, I just thought I'd show you the rocks I got. Look at the fossils on these things, guys. Pretty cool. I don't know. If you're into knives, you'll love the second part of the video. If you're into rocks, I think you'll like this part too. I'll just show them real quick. Look at that part right there. It's a little footprint. I found this. I was actually looking for quartz. I ended up finding this. This looks like it's got chert in it, or something similar, flint or something. That was pretty. This one I thought was cool too. It's like a little egg. That's the first part of the rocks and glocks. This one to me looked like an alligator head. I dug this out. Or dug them out with the Glock. And whew, it did not affect this edge at all. No bends, no chips, no cracks, no nothing. And let me tell you what, whoo, is this thing sharp. So, let me pause this and move this stuff out of the way and we'll get to the next part. Now that I'm done playing with the rocks, let's get to... Now I have not sharpened this at all since I was down digging in the sand and the rocks and everything down there on the beach. And I'll give you guys all the stats on this at the end. Again, it's the Glock 78 field knife. I can't even tell you. I mean, if you want to shave super thin, fine curls, I mean, it can do that, you know, for feather sticking. I mean, look at the fine little curls this does. I mean, guys, you could shave with this. I mean, look at the little super fine curls you can make. You want to do the super fine detailed stuff for wood carving? Look at that. No doubt you could make some beautiful feather sticks with it. Now I can get into the deep bites. Look at that. I mean, you can get really down in there with that too. You can chop the hell out of stuff with it too. But this is pretty soft wood. What can it do with hardwood? And I mean really hard wood. Let's find out. This wood here is that dead branch that came off the burl tree that I was telling you guys about up at camp. This stuff is super duper hardwood. See what it can do to this. Look at that chunk, big old chunk right out of it. Another one. I mean, this thing, you want it as a chopper. I mean, this thing is heavy, heavy, solid wood. And this thing just takes a chunk right out of it. I mean, just a couple taps. Look how deep that cut is. I mean, if anybody knows anything about burls, this stuff is so hard. Just rock, like cutting into it. I mean, that stuff is hard as a rock. But this thing beats right into it. Like it's nothing. Your feather sticks, wood carving. I mean, can do that. I mean, I just beat the hell out of that thick hardwood, and I can come right back and gently finesse into feather sticks. And this stuff is hard, as it has got, as you can see, nice fat wood in there. This knife is definitely one that you're going to want in your arsenal. You know, I don't believe that there is such thing as a one knife that can do everything. But I have to say, this knife is definitely one that can do a heck of a lot. If you have one survival knife that you can take in a situation, this might be just one of them that I would grab. It's got you can put a sharp spine on it as well to use for a ferro rod. The sheath it comes with, you could definitely put a ranger band on it with a ferro rod. It's got great retention in the, look at that. I mean, no wiggle. Well, a little bit. But it's got one of these belt loops. I mean, you know, types for your belt loop that you don't have to take your belt off to put it on, which I like. Put a lanyard on it here or down here, as you can see Josh did from Frog Tech Gear Sanctuary. Overall, I am super impressed with this knife. Now, all that being said, this knife is only 25 bucks. Well, 25 to 30, depending where you get it. I'd say that's a pretty good deal. I would give this knife a serious thumbs up, guys. In fact, I'll be getting myself one as soon as I can. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.